Affinity offers a wide variety of wellness services, including comprehensive physical examinations, sports physicals, comprehensive vision examinations and treatment, and behavioral health services. Your child's behavioral wellness has everything to do with their academic success. Affinity is able to offer a multitude of behavioral health services. Affinity transforms lives by offering hope and opportunities for pro-social development, wellness, and independence. Affinity's behavioral health treatment programs help people develop pro-social skills, stress management tools, and coping skills to deal with anger, loss, or an emotional crisis. Affinity also offers outpatient programs that treat a wide variety of mental health issues and provide safe and compassionate care. Affinity's multidisciplinary approach allows for a more comprehensive and customized treatment plan. Affinity's behavioral health services include mental health assessments, individual psychotherapy, family and group therapy, medication management, and much more. And the best part? All of these services are free at the Wellness Center located at your child's school. That's right, there is no cost to you. All services are rendered at the Wellness Center located within your child's school. This means no more taking time off work and taking your child out of school to make their appointment. Affinity has changed so many lives. The programs, services, and care they provide are just so important to so many. Here are just a few of those stories.
We had a student that had tantrums in the beginning of the school year. Just minor things would set him off. And we were able to get a counselor from Affinity to come in and provide more one-on-one support with the student so the tantrums reduced. He still had them, they were still triggers, but they were nowhere near to the magnitude as they were. I'm actually want to look at the data to see how we've impacted different students and how has it impacted the behavior on our students going into next year. They've also done a full-fledged bully survey for us that we got complete pages and pages of data on how students feel, how teachers feel, so we can target where to put more support.
Behavioral health helps my daughter. Without the behavior piece, she will not succeed academically, because she has to be focused in order to learn and understand what the teacher's teaching. Before, somebody would get very upset and shut down for the rest of the day, and she will never try to work her way back to green. Now, she feels as though she has a goal. So when she goes down there and she sees her counselor, she'll call me and she'll say, "Mom, I really want to try again. Ms. Harper said this is probably a good thing," or tell me about a good idea that they gave her. So it encourages her to do the right thing.
I was not listening to the teachers and not doing my work, and I had to keep getting sent down to the principal's office, and I had to keep getting talked to in class. But now since I have been paying attention, and people have been telling me that I can do better, and I know that I'm smart enough, and I don't have to keep getting talked to over and over and over again, so the teachers don't have to keep sending me down.
The specialists that Affinity provides often go into the classrooms, not just pulling students out, but go into the classrooms to support the teachers. The relationships that the specialists have established are so strong that it could just be a look or a word to that student that gets their thinking. They're like, okay, I'm doing something wrong here. Let me get it back together. Let's get back on track.
My child's grades have improved thanks to Affinity. It's so convenient.
Schools need to provide services for the entire child. That's emotional and intellectual. Affinity has provided the emotional part to help schools come together as a complete whole for a student. For students to be successful, you can't have just the intellectual and not meet the emotional. Affinity has provided that emotional support, that emotional component, and it's not to say that every child needs that, but the majority of them do.
Before Affinity and before Miss Maria, I was doing well in school, but these situations that I was having, I felt like I didn't want to go to school. Miss Maria is actually a nice person, and she's very helpful. She helped me with my problems and difficulties that I have, and work, more focus on school.
Affinity for me is a wellness center, and this wellness center, it's open to all ages. Children are now facing challenges at a younger age than normal. A lot of times my daughter may be feeling something that she feels as though she can't come home to tell me, or go to her regular doctors, because it's like, all right, mommy's taking me to the pediatrician is gonna listen to my mother. But if she has a private wellness center, as my son does in high school, then she'll feel confident to communicate with her, and they can show me ways how to communicate as a parent. So I do think that this is needed for K-8 for everyone.
Affinity provides that extra support. So if there's an instance where one of Affinity's students has an issue, instead of us having to call the behavior interventionist or our counselor, that Affinity rep is right there to handle that situation.
Affinity is currently leading the charge for a sustainable future in healthcare with a focus on technology in order to provide greater levels of care to all who need it. Affinity's mission is to reduce health and educational disparities in Delaware. They're dedicated to provide premium, cost-effective healthcare services for everyone, making sure that they can get the right care to the right patient at the right time. Affinity is giving Delaware's children the tools they need to succeed.
Thanks, Affinity.
Thanks, Affinity.
Thank you, Affinity. Thanks, Affinity.
Thanks, Affinity.
Thanks, Affinity.